Hello, how are we doing? It's Wednesday, it's 7 o'clock, it's time for the live. How are you doing? Uh, Not a clue what I'm going to talk about tonight, so jump on the comments, give me some questions, tell me what you've been up to, and yeah, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's begin. And I hope that worked because, well, I'm like with tech. I was messing about now with buttons. What can I do each week to make my life hard? And hopefully the internet doesn't drop out this time. I don't know what happened last week near the end. Just it had enough. The internet was still saying it was, full signal. Everything was fine, but it kicked me out of StreamYard. It just kicked me out of everything. Luckily, managed to get it back, and but still, that's technology for you. Let me have a look. What's going on here? Right. So apparently, I am live on everything, so that's good. And yeah, so if you're watching, give me a like, give me some love, give me whatever you want, and say hello. Let me know if there's something you want to know. Let me know if there is something that feels holding you back, and let's see if we can help you put some steps together to get you over that barrier. I had a very busy day today. This morning had a business meeting which went really well, and after sitting there for a bit and sticking his hand to the table and doing some other wonderful mind-bending things, he's on my program. So that was an added bonus that I never thought I was going to get. And not long finished with a client. She's on her second session of the program and doing absolutely brilliantly. Yeah, we've now got to the point where we're a bit stuck until she has made some changes in her life regarding people in her life. And that's the thing. I'll always say the issue is never the issue. And it isn't. And it isn't because what people come to me with is symptoms and most of the time excuses. And I have to decode that. And we have to find what the actual issue is. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's not so quick. Each person's different. And I always work with the individual who's sitting in front of me, not the label or, what they think is the issue. Like, by doing this, that allows us to actually sort the problem out quicker. There's barriers in people's way. There's obstacles in people's way. How do we get round them? Well, first of all, we need to identify it, and then we need to come up with a solution to the problem. Majority of the time, it is the same three things: money, job, relationship. But not always. Sometimes it's other things. Sometimes these other things can manifest as something else. We can go down a right path sometimes. But I love that. It's probably the closest I'm going to get to be a detective anyway. And I love helping people. That's why I do it. So, yeah. Say hello. Let me know you're on. Let me know that you can see me, hear me, whatever else. I did want to cover one topic for a bit that seems to be, I don't know what the word is, prevalent, popular, just lately. Indirect suicide. What is indirect suicide? It is when you are doing something as a shitty coping mechanism that could result in your death. For instance, when I was at my worst, when I was at my lowest, I would walk about town wearing jewellery and whatever else, looking for gangs of muggers. And they were either going to have a good hiding from me, and I was going to unleash all this anger and all this shit out on them, or they would beat me to death. And then it went to the next stage. Well, what if there's only a few muggers and I got the upper hand and I won? Then what happened? Well, now I could be armed, say, because I could took a weapon off them, and now the armed police are going to come and they can shoot me, and that's what happens. It spirals into that bit of stupidity, really. Looking back now, obviously it's ridiculous, but at the time it was a rational way of thinking. It was a solution to my problem. Because I always say to people, when I was at my worst and I decided enough's enough, I am going to end it, I never saw it as suicide. It was murder. This monster, this bad person that was growing inside of me, needed sorting out. To do that, I had to take myself out. And that's what I was willing to do. As you can see, I didn't. But I would drive the work van like a fucking lunatic. I would, not to endanger other people. I'd never do it to endanger other people. But country roads or whatever else, I would, be racing. If I was to meet a tractor or a wall or skid and go through a fucking edge or whatever, that didn't bother me. And that is indirect suicide. It is you passing the blame, if you want, of your cause of death. And I've done I spoke to a few people just lately who they're doing things, and I covered it, was it last live or the live before, shitty coping mechanisms, it's drugs, it's alcohol, it's all of that. But if you're drinking now, one, to cope, and two, because it's harming you in that way, that too much drink is going to kill you, right? If you're doing that, that is indirect suicide. If you're racing around in your car like a dickhead, not giving a shit about coming off the road and dying, that is indirect suicide. And all these things, our brain will make excuses for, because I love going fast. Stick me in a racing car, lovely. But when I'm, driving around, excuse me. There we go. But when I'm driving, down country lanes that lead into villages and stuff like that, what a selfish bastard. But I didn't see that at the time. I would race around having that rush of going fast, I would literally take the corners and that van would be gripping. Um, didn't care what was in front of me. Didn't care what happened to me. You know, why would I? Do everybody a favour, wouldn't I? And that's how I thought. And as I say, looking back now, seems absolutely ridiculous. If you can see me, say hello, drop me a like, let me know you're watching. Where was I? Lost me train of thought now. That'll come back in a bit. Oh, that was it. Yeah, so, and I do things like that, and I do all the stupid shit. And that's what the outcome was hoping to be, my death. I didn't really drink or I didn't do drugs or anything like that. But again, doing that is indirect suicide. In a way, you know what harm it's causing you. You're doing it to perhaps get that result. But these things can be changed. These things, these coping mechanisms can be changed. This mindset can be changed. I can do it. You can do it. My clients do it. So I want to ask you now, because I work mainly with small to medium business owners. Are you a business owner? Do you run a small to medium business? What's in your way? What, are you going home because the stress is that much, and are you getting pissed every night? Are you comfort eating, boredom eating, binge eating? Are you doing these things that will have this effect on you, on your body, on your mind? Because it will build up and it'll build up, and then the health issues kick in. And then you have to make time for yourself. Then you've got no choice, because, I mean, look at me, diabetic, because of my piss poor choices, piss poor dietary choices, whatever else. I mean, minute I got, no sugar drink here, which I know is still shit for me. However, it's a bloody big come down from what I was putting away. Because it wasn't the sugar free shit then. Oh no, it was full on. Yeah, when I'm eating 6 donuts out of a pack and washing it down with 2 cans of Coke. And then I'd go to a customer's house and they'd offer me a cup of tea and I'd have 4 sugars in it. I'd have 2 of them, so on and so on. Fuck me up. That was my choices, my piss poor choices. What's going on here? So yeah, if you feel that you're doing things that you know are causing you harm physically, let's have a chat. Not in here. Contact me privately. Let's have a conversation. What else have I been up to? Oh yeah, I've also been, as you may have seen, working out YouTube. Well, you know how I am with technology and all of this thing. And as I said before, when I started this, I didn't for 1 minute think, I'd be on YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is. Didn't want to be. I want to be sat in front of people, helping them. I want to be doing hypnosis. I want to be getting the best out of people, so on and so on. But 80% of my time is being a content creator. And I have to be to get my clients to recognise me, to book in a consultation call, to go on my program. There's a hell of a lot of things to do. as a therapist, and a lot of people can't do it, and they can't adapt. And I always say, as I say, I help business owners get over these blockages, these mindset fuck ups, whatever it might be. But I'm not a business coach. I don't say, do this, do this. I'm more than happy to sit there and tell you about my mistakes so you can learn from them and avoid them. More than happy, if I can just help you by doing that. That's, I'm more than willing to. And that's why I talk about my mistakes. I'm not ashamed of them. I learned from them. All my mistakes I learned from. I posted that video the other day about what would you tell the younger version of yourself. Well, firstly, go to Australia and do that 6 months or whatever it was on the ranch you wanted to do. And if you want to be a driver, do it fucking elsewhere. Get an employed job. Do not start your own haulage company up. Would 18-year-old me have listened to me? Probably not. But still. As I'm doing these YouTube things and I'm learning everything, I'm a confident therapist, I'm a confident hypnotist. But when it comes to the social media side and what to do, as in how to make it work and things like that, I'm learning from scratch. I'm learning literally every day. I'm learning. So you watch videos on how to do this, how to do that, and one tells you one thing, one tells you another. And it's baffling. And I'm going to say, don't know what's going on here. No, hang on. Good job it's live, innit? Yeah, and I'm doing these videos and I'm learning all this thing, and it's just not me. This is me. And I want my videos to come across as the same person who sits in your house or you talk to on screen if we're doing online sessions, and you get that same person. The client who I've seen today on her consultation call said that, I chose you because your videos sounded like you was talking directly to me. That's what I want, because that's what I want to be. I want it to be a conversation. So talk about conversation. If you're watching, give me a hello in the comments. And again, if you've got anything you want to ask, feel free to ask. It can be about what I do. It can be about something that's you've got on your mind, whatever it might be. Just ask. Remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Although I am quite tired tonight, so you might get a stupid answer. So my YouTube videos now on will be different. Hi Rob, you all right? We're going to be different. They're going to be just me. And if the YouTube algorithm doesn't like it, I do not care. I started these videos because I wanted to get a following. I do these lives because I want to get a following. I want to get people getting the message that I want to deliver, in that when you get burnout, it's not this big scary thing. You can overcome it. It's not something you have to live with for years because you've got it. It's not fucking disease. There's things in your life that need changing. Let's find out what it is and let's change it. That's what I do. That's what I help people with. There's things in your business that you know are stressing you out. Let's find out what they are. Let's deal with them. Let's find out what's the best way for you to deal with it. So empowering that person to get on the right path. Again, it doesn't just have to be business owners or professional people who want to do well in life, or anybody that wants to do well in life. I asked a question the other day or I said to people the other day, and they said to me, "Who do you work with?" And I said, "High performance people." And I saw the eyes of about 5 out of the possible 8 or 9 that was in front of me sort of switch off. And I picked up on that. We're all high performance people. We just condition ourselves to tell ourselves we're not. We get conditioned by other people to, say that we're not. That kid that once wanted to be a football player is now got a job in a shop or a factory that he hates or she hates. And this is because it was taught to them, no, you can't have that job. You can't be a footballer. You can't be an astronaut. You can't be a scientist. You can't be whatever you want to be. That's for other people, not for us. Well, I'm sorry. Just because, someone's parents have made the wrong choices and piss their lives up away, the kids shouldn't then have to be brought up with that same. And that's what happens. It gets trained into the kids and it gets passed on and passed on and passed on until somebody sees differently, and then they either go on to be super rich, whatever else it is, But that's what it is, really. They want to be successful. There we go. What keeps happening with this bloody camera or whatever it is? Are we good? Don't move. Don't touch anything. Just back off. One day I'm going to have my own recording studio, I think, and I'll just be me in a recording studio with things that it's not temperamental. But I'm gone off again now. I'm bothered. Where was I? Anybody? Yeah, we're all high performance people. We all can, push ourselves to be whatever we want to be. I don't care what that is. Right? Hi, Samantha. You okay? Hi, Natasha. All good, thanks. How are you? People talking to me now and putting me off me train of thought. That's not hard. I hate with a passion when I hear kids talk and I can hear the negativity that I know comes from their parents come out of their mouth. You see, when a kid tells me they want to be a footballer or they want to be an astronaut or they want to be a fucking princess, whatever it might be, I don't care. I don't hear the job title. What I hear is, I want to be successful. Are you going to rip that away? Bloody hope not. I wish. Hi, Chris. How you doing? I wish. Well, I say I wish I can't, but if I could go back in time, speak to that younger version of me, I would say to him, how can you actually become the best at what you want to be? So I come from a trades background. My dad was a builder. Most of my family are builders. And that's what I was brought up. Get a trade, be a builder, get a trade, be a builder, be successful, be a builder, get a trade. So left school, went to college to learn how to do brickwork and carpentry. I did a course on plastering. Would you want me to build anything in your house? No. And the idea there was I was going to be this builder and I'd have a trade and I could then move to America and lovely, lovely, lovely. Would I have been happy doing that? No. When I left school, I had a chance to go and work with my dad. Would we have been talking and have that relationship that we had when he died? Definitely not. So I'm glad I didn't. I would have been much better off financially, yes. Of course I would. I'd have had my house sooner, I'd have had, nice cars, I'd have had whatever it may be, but at what expense? Because let me tell you now, being a driver is a lonely life. A very lonely life. And I wouldn't go back to that. And I didn't push myself to be the best. I didn't. I became a burnt out wreck because I was earning other people a lot of money and I was being given the whatever shit was left over. And I think now if when I say I'll go back and tell myself something, I'd do it as I am now, as a therapist and coach, as blunt as I am, and just go, this is what's gonna fuck you up. Change it. Unfortunately, I can't do that, but luckily, I have learnt from my mistakes. And as I said, I will have a conversation with anybody, and I will openly tell you all my cock ups in business, in whatever, so you can avoid it. If you're a therapist and you're getting into it, I can tell you what not to do when you're starting, things to look out for, traps that you go down. There's always somebody out there who's good at talking and takes your money. And I fell for a few of them. And I've lost a lot of money. But each time it's been a lesson that I've learned from and I've moved on from and done things differently. And that is what we need to do. What can happen then is when we fail and we fail and we fail, is we just go, you know what? I can't do this. And then we've shut off now because we've told our brains, I can't do it. Now your brain's got no excuse or no reason to find a solution to your problem. I have loads of ideas that I want to put into action. And I do. And a lot of the time, I am blah, 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 blah. And I just jump head first straight into it. And it doesn't work. Because at some point, I've missed a step out or I've not done something because I didn't know I had to, rather than doing my research and the boring stuff. I love what I do now, and I push myself to be the best I can be for my clients, for everybody, even on these lives. We're 28 minutes in. Majority of it is probably complete fucking bollocks. However, if I do say a word or a sentence that someone can take away, apply it to their life, make a change, feel better about themselves, do something that improves their situation, then fine, lovely. That life's been worth me sitting here for 29 minutes so far. I also do it for the YouTube views. But I started this YouTube channel as that. I want to get a following. I want to get people to think, you know what? He sounds up my street. I need to have a chat with him. I'm here to help. Yes, you have to pay for it. But it's an investment. And as soon as someone says to me, what's it cost? You're either going to get a random number or you get the truth. My fees are between 3 and a grand. So, do you want the conversation now to see what's best for you? And that's what I do. Talk with people, have that conversation. I've never been a bloody salesperson, never been a salesman. Couldn't sell anything to anybody. What I offer, what I want to give to people is freedom, clarity, confidence, control of depression and anxiety. If you had PTSD, those images free from that horrible shit that comes with it. That's what I have to offer. If you want it, this is what we do. This is, here we go. And again, as a new therapist, when I started, I made every mistake in the book with that, of how I was putting that across and blah, blah, blah. And if you look at my old YouTube videos, they are shit. They are absolutely, I don't know, maybe looking at my new ones and thinking the same, I don't know. But I always want to better myself. And I think we should all better ourselves. We should all push ourselves to be the best version we can be. And if there's something stopping you, such as a little voice in your head that's been put into your brain by someone else, you've trained to do, I can help you stop that. Because it is difficult to stop it on your own, because it's your belief system. Which brings me to my next point. My way of doing it is very blunt, and it's like a sledgehammer. And a client who started me on Friday evening said, your posts are brutal, and I needed brutal. Everybody, in my opinion, needs brutal. And here's why. We don't make change if we're not uncomfortable. I need to upset you. In the comments, just let me know the word upset. What does that mean to you? But by upsetting that belief system, no, upsetting that balance in your brain, and I've tipped it over, it now challenges your belief system. Once I've challenged your belief system, you have that conversation in your head that the namby-pamby lovely motivational stuff will never do. It just won't. It'll make you feel good, and it'll make you go, oh yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. I want to do that. I want to feel like that. Blah, 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 blah. But it won't make you question, what do I need help with? Won't make you question what changes you need to make. And most of the time I'll say something and it pisses people off, and when they finish calling me all the bastards under the sun, they'll come back to me and they'll be like, yeah, you're right. I'm feeling like this because of this, and I need to do this. Okay. So what do we need to do then? And then we work on it. The magic, if you like, comes with hypnosis part, where you can have that conversation with yourself that you need to have to sort out these images that are coming up in your mind, and just discarding or changing or doing something to give you that freedom. And I just love that. I love that switch in people. You can see it in their eyes when they've had that penny drop moment and they've come out of it and they know what they've got to do. But sometimes those changes can be big, massive ones that take time, more time than what we're going to have working together. However, what we do now is get you on that path to doing it. So I knew my job was killing me. I knew I needed to quit my job, but I'd got a mortgage to pay for. I'd got this and that. Can't just quit my job. It was about 4 or 5 months, I think, after my actual sessions had finished that I just quit. But even that was weird because I remember that it was a Friday afternoon. It was June or July. Anyway, I was delivering with my work partner, and I came out of the house, jumped in the back of the van to grab another panel, and it just went like that. I give up. I've had enough. I'm done. And I said, my mate came out, and I says, I'm done. I'm done. And he heard it a million times before. I've been quitting phrase, but it was different. I had made that decision there and then that I was quitting, and I went home that night and I wrote a resignation letter and I handed it in Monday morning. Stupidly, I worked a bloody month in hand, whatever it was, and then I left. Best thing I ever did. Scary, but the best thing I ever did. Because there's no way I could have been doing this, training for this, or working on this by doing that job. No way. And my health wouldn't have lasted. Christ, that was what state I'd have been in with my diabetes if I was still doing that. It's a scary thought, really. Yeah. As you know, I can't multitask. So when something comes up on my screen, I have to then I stop talking. So, but my YouTube videos are going to be different from now on. They're going to be more like this. Me giving help and advice, and take it, leave it, your choice. It's going to be authentic, be raw. It's going to be me. A lot of swearing, a lot of blah 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 blah, a lot of sledgehammering, because that's how I work. That's how I get my results. And for the people who that appeals to, I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe to my channel, and keep up to date with what I'm doing. And as I say, if just one video helps you do something, brilliant. It's been worth my time doing. I put a post out yesterday. Was it yesterday? The day before, about the benefits of walking, just going for a walk. And on one of the social media platforms, somebody commented. It was quite a scary comment, really, from my point of view, from where I am with this, in that he says he doesn't have mental health. Oof. Well, everybody has mental health. It's whether it's good or gone down shit street. Same as your heart health, your kidney health, your fucking lung health, whatever it may be. It's the same thing. And when you have a problem with them, you get it sorted, don't you? So when your mental health's gone down a fucking toilet, it's time for you to get it sorted. Unfortunately, the system in place that's supposed to help people isn't a very good one. Not the fault of the people doing it as much. It's just that it's a system, and it's run by people that want figures and numbers and money and all that, and that's same with everything. Fucks everything up, doesn't it? the care for my clients will always come first. That's why my program's limited to 10 people a month. But, to maxed out, it's 10 people a month. I won't see any more than that. And that's so I can give each person for their investment my time, my expertise, and what I do. Because you're a person. And we have that coach-client relationship until you decide, the program ends and you're done, or if you want to carry on, but that's then your choice. And that's the thing. That's where I want to be, because I want people to see their mental health and getting it sorted, keeping on top of it, the same as you would getting a haircut or getting your nails done, or you don't think about it, do you? You just go and do it. You pay your money, you get it done. I know people who pay a few £100 to have their hair coloured and whatever else. Now, I don't know what's involved in all that and why it's that much. To be honest, I'm looking forward to the day I go completely grey. I hope it goes like John Thor. But yeah, that's what I want. I want people to see their mental health like that, and I want them to have that. Oh, feeling a bit shit this month, or I've been feeling a bit shit, past few months. I'm gonna give Chris a ring, phone me up, get booked in, done. That's the dream. Hopefully, I'll see that in my lifetime. And my clients who work with me tend to then have that view of it, and I'm always there for you. It's just a text message, but the support's always there. The advice is always there. I'm always willing to give my time for people. Got a few plans for the summer. I'd like to do some sort of group walks and things like that for mental health awareness. Just put things together like that. Again, at the moment, I don't know what's involved in doing that. I need to start researching and seeing what I need to do to make that happen. Yeah, I'm just going to keep pushing, get people to follow and get people to benefit from what I do and my knowledge and that. As I said before, as from now, what I'm doing on YouTube is changing because I want it to be me. I want it to be, I want you to get the same person that's going to sit in your house and help you with your issues as you'd meet down the pub or just talk to out like this. And hopefully as well, one week I can do a live where everybody contributes and we have a conversation starting, because I'd like to aim these at actual issues that people are facing, and offer some help and support there. And again, I don't want you to go into details, and I'm not a counsellor. In fact, I'm as farthest away from that as possible. Just if you've got a problem, some sort of mental block in your business and whatever else, I will help you the best I can with what I can. And I've also, after a meeting today, been told that what I do on my consultation, I should be charging for. And I can sort of see why, because I will not take money off somebody for my program if I don't think it's something the program will help. So someone comes and says, they got this problem, whatever else. But that problem can be fixed by a simple life change or a big life change, whatever else. I will help you there and then to put that. So it is sort of like a session. and I've been told that I should be charging for that, because the consultation does go half an hour to an hour, depending what we do, and I can't help myself. I want to help. I want to put people on the right track. I want to, and so that's an idea I'm toying with at the moment. So at the moment, consultations are completely free. If you want a consultation with me, jump onto my website there, mindsetsft.com, and message me via WhatsApp. We'll get you booked in. This can go anywhere in the UK, anywhere in the English-speaking world, because everybody needs this voice in their head telling them or asking them, what's next? What's next? What's next? Yeah. I've run out of things to talk about. I'm surprised I've lasted this long without going to sleep, because tonight I am mentally drained. As in, I give that much when I'm doing the sessions. It is mentally draining. And I would like to do some sessions live so you can see how I work, what happens, and that's a, if you're interested, contact me privately, and I'm willing to do free session for anybody that wants to come on live and do it. I used to do them a couple of years ago, and that went quite well. So I'll bring that back. So if you want a session and you're willing to come on live with me, and we can do it online. You haven't got to come to me, or I'll go to you, whatever else. If you are local to the Cannock area and want to do it face to face, whatever, brilliant, I'll do that. Yeah, let me know. Message me or contact me. We can arrange it. What's everyone had for their dinner? I've not eaten yet. I had breakfast this morning. Are you fueling your mind and body properly? That's a big thing. That's an important one. That can lead to all manner of shit. But I'm not going to go into that one. I'll bring that one up next week. That'll give me something to waffle on about. Been slow one tonight. But it's alright. We can go whatever pace happens. It's alive. Whatever happens. I ain't bothered. Just, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Honest. That's another point. When someone says no in a business way, can you separate that from business to personal? Because nobody can personally reject me. If we do a consultation call and my program is not for you and I'm not the therapist for you, say no, and I will either help you find somebody who is more on, for you, or point you in the right direction for some sort of help if I know what it is, and help you that way. But there's nothing that I'd feel personally rejected, right? Just because you've rejected my program, rejected what I do, that's fine. You're an adult. You can make those decisions. I want you to make those decisions. I'll never force anybody to do, to go on my program if they're not 100% sure it's for them and they're ready to go. So when you're doing your sales calls, your consultations, whatever it may be, and someone says no or gives you an objection, do you feel personally rejected? Because that is one of our biggest natural fears, rejection. And when we're rejected, that releases all manner of horrible emotions, doesn't it? But separating that personal and business side is very important with that. And I've helped quite a few business owners with that. And I never really thought about it until I heard something the other day that an audio book I was listening to, and it was talking about it. And of course, I've had many people say no to me, and I've never once took it personally. I've asked for feedback. Was it something I did? Was it something I didn't say? Well, because again, I always want to be the best I can be for people. It's my duty to offer my services. It's my duty to give everything that I can to help people. If I've missed something out, I want to know what it is for next time. Sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling. I'm very hungry. Note to self, I'm going to eat my dinner before I live next time. So, if you've not got any more questions or nobody's interested, I'm going to call it a night tonight. I'm absolutely worn out. Been a big old day. Been a good day, but it's been a big day, and I'm going to go and take time out for me now and have me a nice bath, have some food, and watch a bit of telly, and lead by example. What I'm going to do. I don't get burnt out anymore. Nope. Not for me, thank you. Next week, no live. Why? Because I am going to see a hypnosis show of a friend of mine who I trained with in London. I'm not going to London. I'm going down the road. But he's doing a show there, so I'm going to go and support him and have a catch up with him, and looking forward to that. So now live next week. So I'll see you the week after. And remember, if you want to have a chat, if you want some help, come on my website and contact me via the WhatsApp thing. Don't fucking email me. That's gone right down the bloody toilet thanks to technology. I've got to get that sorted. That's on my to-do list. Yeah, lovely. Thank you for all watching. Thank you for those who are going to watch. And subscribe to my channel, please. It would be lovely of you to do that. Thank you very much. Take care. I'm Chris Harrison, Mindset Self-Care Focus Therapy. Have a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Take care. Bye-bye now.